Good morning. I'm going to call to order this meeting of the Monroe County Board of Commissioners. It's Wednesday, July 6th, and we will begin with our public statement read by Commissioner Githens, please.
Good morning. We, the Monroe County Board of Commissioners, renew our commitment to welcome and protect the rights of all people, regardless of age, race, color, creed, disability, sexual orientation, gender identity, marital status, economic status, and national origin. And we affirm the right of every person to live peacefully and without fear, and we will fight and resist at every step discrimination and harmful policies, whatever their source. We also stand in support of our county public school systems, both RBB and MCCSC.
Right, thank you so much. With that, we will move on to department updates. We have Ms. Kelly joining us from the Health Department. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you. So just a few updates this morning. Our CDC community level moved to medium last Thursday. We've not seen a big change in our local numbers, but transmission levels remain elevated. Our hospital numbers remain steady. Deaths so far remain low. There are a growing number of Indiana counties in medium and red community levels. The public health clinic has vaccines available for all eligible ages. Appointment information is included in the state vaccine site map. Appointments may be made by calling 812-353-3244. Our public health clinic vaccinates for all eligible ages. Home tests are still available for those who need them. You can come to the health department and get 2 per person, and our public health clinic also has them available.
Great, thank you so much. Comments, questions, Commissioner Githens?
I actually stopped at the health department this morning and picked up 2. This is what you can get if you get over there.
Very good.
Thank you.
Commissioner Jones?
No, I don't. Thank you.
All right, and I don't either. Do we also have, and thank you for your report, do we also have an update on the community health assessment, community health improvement project?
Good morning, Commissioners. Yes, we do. And thank you so much for letting us share this with you today. So I'm Kathy Hewitt, and I'm the Population Health and Outreach Manager with the Monroe County Public Health Department. And we also have Melanie Vesledge with us here as well. And we are going to provide you today with a brief overview of the recent Monroe County Community Health Assessment and the top health priorities that came from that process. We'll also explain how the community will work together in action teams to co-create the upcoming 2022 Community Health Improvement Plan. And finally, we hope to encourage those of you that have an interest in improving the health in the community to join an action team during the CHIP kickoff extravaganza on July 14th at the Fountain Square Ballroom from 12 to 1 with a half hour afterwards for networking.
Thank you. Can you advance to the next slide? Great, thank you so much. This is just an image of some of our public health partners. The community health, Monroe County Community Health Assessment has been a collaborative effort between the Monroe County Health Department, the City of Bloomington Parks and Recreation, IU Health Bloomington Hospital, and Community Voices for Health in Monroe County and HealthNet. Next slide, please. So what is a community health assessment? A community health assessment is a systematic process involving the community to identify, analyze, and prioritize issues that affect community health. So over the past couple of years, the partners for the community health assessment have gathered health data and perspectives of hundreds of community members to better understand local health conditions and priority issues. So this assessment will serve as a guiding document for the community health improvement plan that we will soon begin developing. Next slide, please.
So the community health assessment has involved a significant amount of planning and coordination among the partners. It also included a community survey that was made available online through email and listservs and at the mass COVID clinics that were held by the Monroe County Health Department and at IU Health Bloomington Hospital. We hosted many focus groups and deliberative sessions to gain a better understanding of the health issues facing the community from all the residents. In addition, we collected community health data from various government and nonprofit sources to increase our understanding of how conditions in Monroe County compared to other communities within the state and within the nation. We analyzed the health data and the residents' input and determined 10 priority health issues affecting Monroe County. We held think tanks or big discussion groups in April and May to share the community health assessment information and data about the 10 priorities. And after discussion about each topic, attendees voted to select the top priorities to focus on in the Community Health Improvement Plan, or CHIP. Throughout the process, we tried to create opportunities to hear from a broad range of voices, particularly those groups who are underrepresented, and support their attendance at the events. For example, we scheduled events on different days, times, and locations to meet different needs. We offered transportation and childcare and arranged for Spanish-speaking facilitators and an ASL interpreter. We tried to listen very carefully to the community perspectives and the different stories to make sure we're accurately conveying these perspectives. And we also trained community members to serve as facilitators and note takers so they are able to help with future community conversations.
Next slide, please. So as we mentioned earlier, our team identified 10 priority health issues that emerged from our research and conversations with community members. So during the think tank discussions in April and May, community members cast their votes for the issues that they thought were most important to address and narrow those priorities a bit further down. They also discussed ideas that would help Monroe County move forward with change. And so this is a list of those 10 priority health issues. Next slide, please.
So at the think tank, 3 priority issues rose to the top during the day. The first was substance use and mental health, then poverty and navigating health and social services, and last is inequity, discrimination, and bias. So affordable housing, homelessness, and housing insecurity was also decided to be a top issue, but that issue is currently being addressed by the United Way of Monroe County, the Community Foundation of Bloomington, and the Monroe County's Heading Home Initiative. Next slide.
All right, so next steps, the formation of the CHIP groups and the action teams. So the next step in the process will be the development of these Monroe County Community Health Improvement Plans, or CHIPs. So the CHIP groups will be formed in the 3 priority areas, as Kathy identified earlier. The team members will work together to review recommendations from community members from the Community Health Assessment, that guiding document we talked about. And they will work together to co-create goals and strategies from the ground up that are designed to move our community forward towards change. So this kickoff meeting for the CHIP action teams will be held this coming Thursday, July 14th from 12 p.m. until 1 p.m. in the Fountain Square Ballroom on Kirkwood Avenue, with a half an hour afterwards for networking. Participants are asked to attend regular meetings as scheduled by those individual CHIP teams. So if you're part of the substance use mental health team, you would attend those meetings with that particular group. And there's the thought of having a larger meeting 3 or 4 times a year with all 3 of those CHIP groups coming together. In the past, these meetings have been scheduled on a monthly basis. And if you weren't able to or aren't able to attend the kickoff meeting on Thursday in person, you can still sign up for those CHIP groups. So you can go online at the address on your screen, bit.ly/chaw-and-chip, or email me at mveslage@co.monroe.in.us. All of this information is on the county website. We have summary information. We have previous CHAW and CHIP write-ups, all sorts of stuff. So if you do have any questions, feel free to reach out. And then back to you, Kathy.
Okay, we want to thank you, commissioners, again for allowing us to share the information with you. And we invite everybody to join us next Thursday on the 14th at the CHIP kickoff. So.
Great, thank you so much. Comments, questions, Commissioner Giffens?
Well, I'd heard of an earlier run through of this at the SUDEC meeting, and I was actually surprised that substance use and mental health disorder was like at the top of the needs here. So it speaks to both the fact that we have been working on this, but the need is still very great.
Commissioner Jones?
Yeah, I've been aware for a while, and I'm pleased to see that you're emphasizing the difficulty of navigating the social services system. That I think really keeps a lot of people who are in need of help from getting the help they needed.
Yeah, it's very important. Thank you so much, both of you, for being here today and for sharing this important information. And hopefully a lot of community members will join on July 12th. Thank you for
Okay.
that.
Thank you.
All right, next we have from the auditor's office, Ms. Gregory, with the Form 144s. Good morning.
Good morning, Commissioners. I'm here to take care of one of those annual housekeeping items. So I'm going to formally present the Form 144s to you, which is a statement of salaries and wages proposed for calendar year 2023. So short and sweet today, unless you have questions.
Thank you so much. Comments, questions, Commissioner Githens?
I just want to say that I was talking with an economist recently who said that in the Midwest, the consumer price index for May to May is 8.8%, meaning that's how much inflation has hit here. Cost of living has risen. And it particularly hard hit, of course, is with the price of gasoline, but also housing and food has gone, cost of those have gone up significantly in our area. So I hope as we move forward that we'll remember that.
Yeah. Commissioner Jones?
Yeah, well, I certainly hope that inflation starts to go down, but I also hope that county salaries will be able to keep up.
I think we all hope that.
Thank you so much. So are there increases? Increases are not included on the 144s. These are basically 2022 salaries for 2023, and then the council will negotiate then and determine the increase. Okay,
Yes,
excellent.
that's the way.
Just
we
want to
do
clear
it.
that up. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you.
All right. Are there any other departments that have an update for us today? Raise your hand on the Zoom screen or come up to the podium. All right, seeing none, we will move on to our next agenda item, which is public comment. This is an agenda item for the public to offer comment for items that are not on our agenda. You will be limited to a total of 3 minutes time. At 2 minutes and 30 seconds, you will hear a tone. When you hear that tone, you have 30 seconds to complete your statement. If anybody has public comment on an item not on our agenda, please raise your hand on the Zoom screen or come to the podium in the Nat U Hill room. Okay. Seeing none, we will move on to our next agenda item, please.
Move approval of the minutes from June 29th, 2022.
Second,
We have a motion and a second. Any comments, corrections, edits? All those in favor of approving the minutes for June 29th, 2022 signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries 3-0. Next item, please.
Move approval of the claims docket, accounts payable, July 6th, 2022.
second,
We have a motion and we have a second, and we have Mr. Miller joining us via Zoom. Good morning.
Good morning, Commissioners. Total for claims was $1,520,257.37. $371,776.97 was for food and beverage tax distribution for May. $222,092.20 was for Anthem Inc. for primarily medical and pharmacy claims. $219,144.96 were for Indiana University Bloomington, payment for COVID vaccination, administrative fees collected through Zotec, and finally for the large expense items, $139,541.50 was for Stonebelt Arc Inc. For a third quarter payment.
Right. Thank you so much. Comments, questions? Commissioner Githens.
No, thank you.
Commissioner Jones?
no, I don't.
Okay, I don't either. Let's see if there's any public comment on this item. Raise your hand on the Zoom screen or come to the podium in the Nat U Hill room. Seeing none, all those in favor of approving the claims docket, accounts payable July 6, 2022, signify by saying aye. Aye. Motion carries 3-0. Thank you, Mr. Miller.
Thank you so much.
I will note that we have received a report from Weights and Measures. The report runs from May 16th to June 15th, 2022. And with that, we will move on to new business, please.
Move approval of the price agreement with Center for Disease Detection, or CDD, fund name Futures and TAMF, fund numbers 8126 and 8150 in an amount to be determined.
Second.
We have a motion and we have a second, and we have Ms. Kelly joining us again to tell us all about it. Good morning again.
Good morning, thank you. So this request is related to the Futures Clinic. The health department is requesting approval to change vendors for the lab testing that is performed by the Futures Clinic. The cost will be covered by Fund 8126 or 8150. The current vendor is slow with invoicing. The CDD vendor has been recommended by the Indiana Family Health Council, who we received the Title X funding from.
Great, thank you so much. Comments, questions, Commissioner Githens?
Oh, I'm glad that you're able to make an improvement here. Thank you.
Commissioner Jones?
No, I don't. Thank you.
Thank you for bringing this forward. Let's see if there's any public comment on this item. Raise your hand on the Zoom screen or come to the podium in the Nat U Hill room. Seeing none, we'll come back for a vote. All those in favor of approving the price agreement with Center for Disease Detection signify by saying aye. Aye. Motion carries 3-0.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next item, please.
Move approval of E&B paving ESI number 6 revision and change order number 4 for Karst Farm Greenway. Fund names, Next Level Trails and 2017 GO Bond. Fund numbers 9107 and 4810 in an amount of $59,049.
Second.
We have a motion and a second, and we have Ms. Whitmer joining us. And the next-
Excellent.
Huh?
This is for change order number 4, the ESI number 6. It is to deal with the railroad crossing on the Loesch Road with the Next Level Trails grant project. Out of the $59,049, $49,604.90 will come out of the Next Level Trails Fund 9107. The GO Bond 4810 should pick up the $9,444.10. That is items that are not related to the trail and DNR will not pay for. A couple weeks ago, I told you it might be up to 50,000. Well, we're under 10,000. So I think we're doing pretty good.
Great, thank you so much. Comments, questions, Commissioner Githens?
I think we all look forward to the final completion of the Karst Farm.
Well,
Trail.
with the railroad, we hope to have this done by October 1st.
Excellent. Commissioner Jones?
Yeah, I'm just very excited to see this approaching completion.
Good work on this, and thank you to you and your staff for keeping up on this. So for a note, the Next Level Trails picks up $35,120.27, correct?
That would be the DNR's portion.
Yeah, the grant from the DNR.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
okay, excellent. All right. Let's see if there's any public comment on this item. Raise your hand on the Zoom screen or come to the podium in the Nat U Hill room. Seeing none, we'll come back for a vote. All those in favor of approving E&B paving ESI number 6 revision and change order number 4 for Karst Farm Greenway signify by saying aye. Aye. Motion carries 3-0. Thank you. Next item, please.
Move approval of Fox Construction change order number 1 and number 2 for highway garage remodel, fund name 2018 GO Bond, fund number 4811 in an amount of $2,389.50.
Second.
We have a motion and we have a second. Ms. Ridge, tell us all about it, please.
Good morning. I know I brought a change order to you, I believe, 2 weeks ago, and I called it change order number 1 because that's the first one I received, but that was actually change order number 3 because I received 1 and 2 afterwards. So it's a little backwards, so I wanted to clarify that. So change order number 1 is for the additional cost for prepping the north stairway and create an opening in the south stairway wall, which is at $1,020. And change order number 2 is for the extra pole light, removal of plug molds, and addition of 3 receptacles, and then the 10% overhead profit. So the total cost of that was $1,369.50. We're still within the $20,000 contingency that was included in the contract. So it is not an increase to the overall project.
Excellent. Thank you so much. Comments, questions, Commissioner Githens?
No, thank you.
Commissioner Jones?
No, I don't.
I don't have any questions either. It's getting close to time. It's exciting, so.
Absolutely. Carpet is supposed to be in next week, and then furniture, the August 1st is the start date for installation.
Excellent. Let's see if there's any public comment on this item. Raise your hand on the Zoom screen or come to the podium in the Nat U Hill room. Seeing none, we'll come back for a vote. All those in favor of approving Fox Construction change orders number 1 and 2 for highway garage remodel signify by saying aye. Aye. Motion carries 3-0. We don't have any appointments today. I do have a couple of quick announcements. Just a reminder, we are looking for applicants for boards and commissions, including the Board of Zoning Appeals, the Plan Commission, Economic Development Commission, and Redevelopment Commission. Please go to co.monroe.in.us and search for the application for boards and commissions. And please apply soon. A huge thank you to everyone involved with the Alexander Memorial rededication on Monday. It was a hot day, but a beautiful day. The rain held off, which was nice. But we do want to send out a special thanks to all of the donors, and a special thanks to Ms. Elfman and Ms. Reed for providing their insight on the restoration, and our Alexander Memorial Restoration Committee, which has worked hard for years to bring us to this point. But a very special thank you to Ms. Purdy and Mr. Crone, who both worked exceptionally hard on making sure we had a great event and everything went well. So thank you to everyone for that. Blood drives coming up July 14th, 10 to 3, July 15th, 1 to 6. Those are at Ivy Tech. Please go to redcross.org and make your appointment. You can also go to co.monroe.in.us and sign up for the county alert system to be aware of any upcoming weather emergencies or emergencies regarding roads or health. Just go click on the megaphone in the center of the homepage. Just a reminder as well, we hold office hours 6 times a month. These are private, unrecorded conversations between members of the community and members of the Board of Commissioners. It's on, our appointments are on the county calendar, which is on our homepage at the bottom, co.monroe.in.us. Just join into the waiting room and you will be let in to have a conversation. We want to hear from the community about ideas or concerns that you may have. And we look forward to that. Anything else?
Well, I also want to thank Alex Griffith, Jerry Appleberry, and Aaron Steele for their assistance with everything that happened this past Monday with the rededication of the Alexander Memorial, but it would not have come off without the leadership and the effort put forth by you, Commissioner Thomas. It was astounding to watch the whole thing, and it was very, very well done. Yeah. The people came up afterwards and they were just, well, people were in tears, some of them, but
Yeah.
also very grateful for what had happened. I want to remind people too that the next Hoosier Hills Food Bank Fresh Food Friday is Friday, July 22nd. That's from 10 until 2 at 2333 West Industrial Park Drive. And also Pantry 279 reports that they are almost at record high distributions again. And so for people that need that that the food, you can go there once a week for, to pick up things. Pantry 279 is at 501 East Temperance Street out in Ellettsville. They're open Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday from 3 to 6, and Saturday from 1 to 4. They're also doing a children's summer food program, which is amazing. I just can't believe everything Cindy Chavez and her volunteers do for our community. But you can find out more about the children's food pantry or the children's summer food program at their website, which is pantry279.org. And finally, I just want to remind everybody about the Community Health Improvement Program over at Fountain Square Mall on Thursday, July the 14th from noon until 1.
Great.
Sorry,
Thank
I
you.
got carried away there.
No, that's good. I appreciate it. Anything to add, Commissioner Jones?
I'd just like to add my thanks to everyone who made the Monday program so very successful. And I apologize that I couldn't be there. I was out of town and was sorry to have missed it.
Yeah, we missed you. And the event is on Cats, and the video should be available on our Facebook page, but also I'd like it to be on the video that Lambert produced. Maybe we could put it on our homepage for a few weeks or something. That would be really nice because they did a really great job on the video. It explains the history and the renovation. So it's really good move video that he made. All right, we do have a work session agenda item. It is 10:30 now. Can we come back at 10:45 for that? Is that okay? Excellent. So we are going to adjourn our regular session and come back at 10:45. Thank you.